Dumelang Bahaya. So, welcome to Analyses of Sorts. And today we're going to be analyzing the municipality called Matjhabeng in the Free State, which is under the mayorship of Tandukolo Khalipha. And we're going to be setting the record straight on exactly what is going on there because there are a lot of civic groups that are starting to rise and that are lifting their voices regarding some issues and problems that are happening in Matjhabeng. And it seems like the fire has started in Valcom and is spreading to all the other towns, including other municipalities like Nala municipality. So, Mona Valcom in terms of these pressure groups putting pressure on the municipality to deliver services to the people, because for a long time, the residents of Matjhabeng have been neglected. If you go onto Facebook in particular and see what some of the residents are posting as far as service delivery, I mean, people are just living in sewage water. There's sewage water in the CBD, in town. Pipes are bursting every other day. Koka West, because when it rains, it floods, then the sewage leaks all over. Look at Tropong, I'm talking in the suburban areas. The pipe it's gets a. So there needs to be a complete overhaul in terms of upgrading the district, Matjhabeng, providing new infrastructure for the people, providing consistent service delivery, because at the moment there's a lack in service delivery. And the people have been complaining for a long time. And every time they complain, they're not heard. But come elections, you know ANC will be there with food parcels and food packages, trying to lobby for votes. But when it comes to meeting the needs, the basic needs of the people, they're not met. And this has been an ongoing problem. And so because of that, civic groups and movements have risen up and are starting and are uniting to make their voices heard and to speak for the people that are voiceless in Matjhabeng. Because there are a lot of people that form part of vulnerable groups, people that are unemployed, the elderly who do not have a voice, who are not heard. And it's up to the people of South Africa in our respective areas to make sure that we speak up so that we are heard and so that services are delivered so that our people can be dignified, because this nonsense needs to stop. What the ANC is doing and has been doing to South Africans has been a complete betrayal. It's been treasonous. How they've betrayed the people that have supported them for so long and reduced them to living like animals in cities and towns that they've grown up in their whole lives. The residents in the Free State, they don't want to have to be forced to leave the Free State to go seek opportunities, go Gauteng, go Western Cape. We want to make it work in the Free State. We want opportunities and services to be delivered to people and the residents of the Free State so that we can build our economy. There's no shortage of hardworking people in the Free State. There's no shortage of Batubeke Msiditse Ngusebetsa that want to do work. And unfortunately, these tenders and opportunities for business are being given to people that come from outside of Matjhabeng. So imagine if you've grown up in Matjhabeng your whole life, there's no chance of you getting any assistance from the government with your business or business opportunities being presented to you. Instead, these tenders are being given to people outside of Matjhabeng, and the residents of Matjhabeng are left with practically nothing, nothing to feed their families with, nothing to send their children to school with, nothing to survive. And it's kind of hit its peak now, where the citizens have had enough. They're speaking out, they're making their voices heard, and it's putting a lot of pressure on the mayor, Tandukolo Khalipha. I have no sympathy for this man. This man, he allegedly has absolutely no heart and shows no mercy towards the people of Matjhabeng. People of Matjhabeng have been crying and complaining for so long. And he just stands there or sits there and listens to people with this look on his face of disgust, as if he has this disdain for the people that he is meant to serve. He thinks his position there puts him above the residents of the community. He doesn't understand that he's there to serve the people. He thinks he's some kind of god or some kind of king over the people, and he looks down on them. You see the way he looks at the residents when they're addressing him very respectfully, with the utmost respect, allegedly. People talk to him with a lot of respect, and they try to have their voices and their concerns heard. And he looks at the residents of Matjhabeng with such disdain. And it's probably because he didn't grow up in this area. So he can't seem to relate or connect with the people in this community. And he's actively working, allegedly, actively working to destroy Matjhabeng, to destroy the towns in Matjhabeng. And so far, he's been succeeding because he's delivering absolutely nothing. He's leaving people literally there to die of starvation. No services, no opportunities, nothing. He's destroying the economy. He's sending business that's supposed to go to the residents of Matjhabeng outside of the district, outside of the area. So how are people supposed to feed their families and take care of themselves? This is what's driving people into illegality as a means of basically putting food on the table to help their families to survive. How many more times do grievances need to be said to the mayor before he responds and takes heed of what the people are saying? People have been crying for a long time, and this situation is very frustrating, because how much more do people need to continue voicing their grievances before the mayor takes action, before he shows leadership and takes heed, and not only takes heed, but actually takes action to serve the needs of the people? Because this desperation is hitting a high point where people are hungry, people are starving in Matjhabeng. And if you are a resident of Matjhabeng or within the Free State, guys, it's time to rise up as communities and make your voices heard. It's time to rise up and make your voices heard. Obviously, it starts with your vote, because right now you're going to see all the campaigning to try to get you guys to vote ANC once again. But how much more evidence do you need to realize that ANC does not care about Black people? It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, guys. The ANC has shown us over several decades that it does not care about Black people. The only thing the ANC cares about is lining their own pockets. So you are on your own. If you're going to continue to vote ANC, you're going to continue to suffer, because clearly you can see the leadership does not care. They don't care whether you die, whether you starve, allegedly. They don't care. They've been watching people suffer. They've been watching the roads deteriorate. They've been watching the sewage spilling all over the streets, all over the CBD. They drive through the same mess, and they don't care. As long as their pockets are lined, they don't care to deliver services to the people. We've watched Welcome completely collapse. Look at the mall, Liberty Center. Look what happened to Liberty Center. If you've grown up in Welcome, you know what I'm talking about. Absolute dilapidation, destruction. Look at the swimming pool, the public swimming pool. Things that used to be a part of our heritage, a spectacle, where we could go to these places to enjoy and have fun. Now all you have are these Nigerians selling drugs in broad daylight in the CBD, selling powder to our children in broad daylight, kokasi, recruiting young girls that are desperate because the economy is so bad in Matjhabeng that these Nigerians now are preying on the vulnerable. They're preying on the innocent, preying on the desperate, using them, trafficking them, right? Some of them are being used to sell drugs because people are desperate for money. And young girls are being used. They're using young girls to sell and make money off of them, right? So trafficking young girls, recruiting. They go to the Bayakokasi to go get these girls, knowing that they're desperate, to go recruit, and they bring them into prostitution to sell them. And this has been happening for a while, guys. And as residents of Matjhabeng, it's time for people to rise up and speak out against what's happening. Everybody must use their voice. You all have social media. You all have a platform. Raise your voices, make your voices heard. Don't allow this to continue any longer. And don't vote for these people. They don't appreciate your vote. They don't even respect you. We're tired of going to imbizos and being lied to and being given empty promises. The only time they clean the area up is when they're coming to do an imbizo or coming to visit. That's when they decide to do their job suddenly. But outside of that, the state that people are living in is actually shocking and it's undignified. And enough is enough. So I'm happy that the residents of Matjhabeng are making their voices heard and putting pressure on the mayor to do his job. It's not a favor. You are there to serve the community. We're not going to keep begging and begging and begging for basic services. We're living like animals. Enough is enough. So I want each and every resident, Matjhabeng, Free State, Basotho, Emang. The other provinces are standing up and making their voices heard. KZN, they're standing up, making their voices heard. Eastern Cape now has caught fire. They're also standing up, making their voices heard. Let's make Free State ungovernable. There should be a protest every single day outside the municipal buildings. Every day. These people must not rest. They must not be able to enjoy that money that they're stealing from us, allegedly. They must not rest. Every day cause disruption there at Matjhabeng until they do their jobs, until they take us seriously, because we're tired. We're tired of begging. We're living undignified lives as if harabat. Bona self abanabo to these people. They treat us like animals. They look down on us. That's the thanks you get for voting for them, guys. Enough is enough. Matjhabeng, stand up. Free State, stand up. Make your voices heard, guys. The other provinces are standing up. Enough is enough. We must stand up. We must join forces with the civic movements that are making a huge difference. There's a group called Voice for Change, Khalipha. I urge you guys, go and search them on Facebook. Find them. You'll find them on Facebook. They are doing amazing work for the people of Matjhabeng and even the other municipalities like Nala municipality. Highly, 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 highly competent people. Very effective, hardworking. They're not difficult to find. You go on Facebook, you type Voice for Change, Khalipha, you will find them. Look at the amazing work they are doing. I'm going to do more videos covering the amazing work they're doing, delivering services to people. I mean, they're going above and beyond what the government's job is. The government is supposed to be doing these, providing services for people. Matjhabeng, out of their own pockets, are going around meeting the needs of people. People call them regarding anything, security issues, burst pipes, whatever. They fix, they go there, they fix roads, they cut grass, they do whatever it takes to help the people, whatever is necessary out of their own pockets. Out of their own pockets. So I urge everyone, Matjhabeng, please go and find that group, Ibitwa Khalipha Voice for Change. Khalipha Matjhabeng. Join that group. Be a part of this revolution. Be a part of this movement that is providing services for the people, that is giving a voice to the voiceless. And the nice thing about them, they're not fighting against the municipality. They are working together with the municipality, along with other civic groups. There's no violence, there's no anger, no. They're coming together and saying, guys, let's help our municipality to deliver services to the people so that we can live dignified lives. And I think that is the correct approach. Right? They're not a political party or anything like that. They're not trying to lobby for votes or whatever. They're just there as a civic movement that is putting pressure on the municipality to deliver basic services to the people. And they're also assisting them. They're assisting to make sure that people in Matjhabeng can live dignified lives. I urge you, go and join this group. Search them, find them, be a part of this change, of holding our leaders accountable. There's nothing wrong with holding your leaders accountable. It's not a crime to hold your leaders accountable. We're paying taxes in this country. We are citizens of this country. And we should, and we have the right to make our voices heard. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're exercising our rights as citizens of South Africa. So don't be shy or don't be ashamed. Don't feel like, oh, it's not your place to know. As long as you're a South African, you deserve to have your voice heard in this country. We fought, guys, a long time. Our parents, our great-grandparents, our ancestors have fought colonial battles for 400 years. We haven't had rest in South Africa as Black people for 400 years. And that struggle is still continuing. The baton has been passed on to us. Let us not just sit down silently, being docile, while the country is being sold, while we're being reduced to living like animals. No, guys, stand up and make your voices heard. So we're going to be analyzing what's going on, ko Matjhabeng. And as a residents of Matjhabeng and Free State, guys, it's time for our province to stand up and fight. Enough is enough. How many more of you want to have to keep leaving the Free State to go to Gauteng to go look for work opportunities? We must build the economy of Free State so that it can work for us. Some of us, we love our province. We love our towns. We love where we come from. We love the community. We love the culture. And we're not willing to give up on it. We'll do whatever it takes to build our community, to build our societies, to bring it back to its former glory. We will do whatever it takes to make sure, no matter how hard we have to work, we'll do whatever it takes to build up our communities. So holding your leaders accountable is part of your civic duty. It's part of your responsibility as a responsible citizen. You cannot, with having the power that you have as a citizens, that our parents fought for, that our grandparents fought for you to have this voice and make your voice heard, you have to use it. Even if you're somebody that is not into politics, this thing is not about whether you're into politics or not. This thing is not about political parties. It's about our people getting their right to be dignified where they live. We don't deserve to live like animals. And our parents and grandparents didn't fight for our generation today to be begging and begging and begging for basic services. Our ancestors didn't fight and die for us to live like animals. Bacha, the youth of Free State, the youth of Matjhabeng, it's time to stand up. Make your voices heard. Don't let these Nigerians destroy you guys with drugs. Young girls, don't let these guys come and recruit you there. See, I know things are tough. Things are bad right now. Don't go with these guys when they come and try to recruit you. Some of these guys, they go to colleges, they go to high schools to go recruit young girls that they know are desperate. When you see any of these people, call one of the civic groups and let them know what's going on so that they can assist you. They can go to the police and assist you and make sure that you're safe. Do not give in. I know the desperation is so strong. The hunger, I understand, guys, but I'm saying let's hold on to our dignity. Let's fight for our dignity. If for nothing else, our dignity. Hold on to your pride and hold on to your dignity. Don't allow yourselves to be sold into prostitution. Don't allow yourselves to sell drugs in the community or even to use drugs. Let's not destroy our community, guys. Let's come together and fight. We are in the majority. If we unite and come together in our respective wards, respective municipalities, respective districts, we can make sure that services are delivered to everybody and that business opportunities are given to our people, the residents that live in Matjhabeng, not to people from outside. That doesn't make any sense. So what? We must starve. I know. We won't accept this. So how about here?
But come December to vote for local government election. Le toka ke la banana bana ba le wa fan tšhelete ya public health di pinto mona ba le vote. Mara rona re a sokola. Re a sokola le criminal ga ko. Ke tinne ga tsa botsotsi hobane ha re sebetse.
That part is very painful because now some of us, we've got criminal records because we don't have jobs, we don't have work. And obviously now, people are doing whatever it takes in order for them to put food on the table. People have families, so and they were addressing Khalipha right outside the Matjhabeng offices. And look at how big the crowd is, the community is here. And trust me, guys, Khalipha is only here listening to the people's grievances because it's election season. It's not because he's going to deliver any services. It's not that he's going to do his job. He's just there to pretend like he's going to do his job. He's there pretending like he's there to listen to your grievances. He doesn't care. But allegedly, right? Allegedly, these people don't care. You can cry if you want to. They don't have hearts. For them to steal money from sectors that are supposed to be providing basic services, whether it's healthcare, whether it's business opportunities, food, they don't feel the thing you feel that makes you feel like, oh, I'm guilty because now I've got blood on my hands because people are suffering because of me. I have to try to allegedly. I have to try to explain this in a way so that they don't think the way when you feel pain, you feel sympathy, empathy for people. These people are are different. Makeup yabona is different. How about into when we feel? And I need you to understand this because it seems very difficult for our people sometimes to understand how more to ask boat. We try to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's time to move on. Khalipha allegedly should not continue to be mayor coming these next elections. So, like he's saying, in December, they'll be asking for your votes. And you guys are going to be selling us out, voting for ANC, voting for these people so that we can go through another 5 years of suffering, another term of suffering. Bafet, enough is enough.
We are talking about how this sebeti. Mr. Sebeti, mo lefi wa tswatswang ka ntle. Ke mo shike all of the basic of fela mo. Din company tsa mo na di sebetsi, se batla tswatswang ka ntle. Today, ha re sebetsi mo, le nka di koloi tsa go. Motho o ke se motho a ke se pala motho o ka 15 rata, o mo charge 2.5. That's insane.
Buffett, look how many people have gathered, have come out to have their voices heard. A lot of people are suffering, guys. A lot of people are suffering, Matjhabeng. This is right outside the municipality. And Khalipha's there pretending like Orama mates. This man is not listening. He's not, and me, I'm not a part of any group. I speak for myself. I represent myself. This is analysis of sorts. It's my own analysis. I don't want anybody associating me with no keep well as Motwahlang Matjhabeng. Speaking for myself and speaking for my family, for my people. We're tired of begging. Guys, it's time for change. Use your vote responsibly. Join civic groups that are doing great work in our communities. Get involved in helping the community because at the end of the day, they get it. No, we don't have a problem with doing things ourselves. They get it. But tax they should not get a hold of that. And that starts with how we vote, Buffett. Because we're wasting money. Money is going down the drain. Money is securing the futures of these corrupt politicians' children. While we continue to suffer and beg for the basics, allegedly. Everything I'm saying is alleged. Lantola Gering. So Buffett, it's time to stand up. Banna ba Basotho ba Free State. Come on, guys. La Buffett. For real. I understand let's organize ourselves here. Let's be part of the civic groups and civic movements. Let's show leadership in our communities. Yes, we must make our voices heard in this way. We must make our grievances heard in this way. 100%, it's necessary. But also at the same time, let's organize ourselves. Let's form part of these civic groups and lend a helping hand to do whatever it takes to bring services and bring dignity to our communities. It's time for Rona as Banna to take leadership, and to lead our communities, Buffett. Okay? All right. I'm not condemning anybody. Look, everywhere it's tough, guys. I understand. And I'm saying, let's use our might and turn this frustration into something. Let's unite. Of the different areas, different districts, we need that. One of the things we're really lacking is that male leadership. That we always knew that the men, if something would go wrong in the community, we knew who to speak to. So we need to back to that type of structure and system. And I know it's difficult right now because Black men in South Africa are deliberately being disempowered to undermine us. So hence why it's necessary for Rona as Banna particularly to come together, to strengthen each other, make sure that we are looking out for one another and that we're joining civic groups and movements that are facilitating such things. So that we don't have to resort to crime and to destroying our own communities to put food on the table. Lantol? Okay. Emona batho ba halefile ka ntle ka mona. So I'll be very surprised if Khalipha has another term as mayor. I spelled Khalipha wrong. It's okay. So So, Bafetu, this is all I just wanted to bring to you guys. Political education and political consciousness is so important. Not in the sense of you being a loyalist to a political party. No, guys. South Africa and South Africans should come first. Before any cult following of a political party, South Africa and South Africans, we the people must come first. If a political party is not serving the people, we must all collectively abandon that political party. We must discipline them and teach them a lesson to say that you are nothing without us, the people. You think you'll come into power and then all of a sudden change and sell us out and start pleasing your funders and forgetting about the people. We're not going to allow that to happen. We've allowed that for 30 plus years, no more. We've suffered. We have suffered as Batwabat. And enough is enough. Matjhabeng, Batuba Welkom, Batuba Free State, Batuba Odindal, Virginia, Bethlehem, Botaville, Nala Municipality. It's time to stand up and make our voices heard. Bafetu, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for tuning in. And hopefully you will subscribe to the channel as I bring you more content concerning things that are affecting us as South Africans in our daily lives. I want South Africa to prosper. I want to see us rising back to our former glory, where we were politically aware, we were dignified and fought for our dignity. Let's not relax now and feel like the job is done. The job is far from done, guys. We've been betrayed by the political parties that we thought were supposed to represent us. Kanti, they were just there to line their own pockets. Now we have a new generation of young people that we have to educate and teach them to be politically aware of what's going on so that the same trick is not performed on them that was performed on us. Until my next video,